this is Elaine with Elaine's Creations, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this lovely card using the Shaded Summer stamp set and the Summer Shadow dies, which are available for free during the months of August and September. Here is the Shaded Summer stamp set that's available in the annual catalog. And this is a Sale-A-Bration item that's available for free when you purchase $100 in US dollars. And it perfectly coordinates with the Shaded Summer stamp set. So I'm so happy that they added this to the Sale-A-Bration offering. This is free during August and September only, so don't miss out on it. It has a limited supply, so once they sell out of these, they will be gone and no longer available. So I hope you enjoy watching this video tutorial, and I know you're going to fall in love with this stamp set and dies because they are beautiful. So I started off with a piece of soft succulent 4 1/4 by 11 scored in half, and a piece of basic white 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to use a template to add some color to my background, or you can call it a mask. And it's good to just use a little bit of washi tape. I'm not going to do any in the corners, so I'm just going to tack these down in the corners with a bit of washi tape. And then I have my template, and it's also good to tack down your template so that things don't move. And then I'm going to use Pale Papaya, one of my favorite in colors. And I have a blending brush. I dedicate a blending brush to each color, and you don't have to do that. I just like to do that. And I'm gonna start, usually I do a little thing off to the side to get the hard edges off, but since you're not gonna see the center, I'm just gonna start right in the center, and I'm gonna start light, and then I'm just gonna come out over here a little bit, and then down here a little bit. And I just want it to be really subtle, kind of fade in the ombre. So let's see how this looks. Hopefully it looks good. Yeah, that will do. And then you can clean this off with a wipe or with soap and water. And so you can just take a wet wipe and just wipe off the top and let it dry, and it'll be fine. And then I'm going to stamp these lovely flowers, and I'm going to color them 2 ways. So first I'm going to color on the stamp itself, and then I'm going to color them in using blends so that you get the benefit of both kinds of markers. So I'm going to use the soft succulent on all of the leaves and greenery, and then I will use Pale Papaya on the flowers. So here are the leaves. Okay, now that I have finished coloring it, I'm just gonna stamp it, and then I would cut it out with this die right here. And I already have some cut out, so I'm gonna grab those, and I'm just gonna color them in using the blends. So now I'm gonna bring over the blends, and I'm going to use the light one on the flowers so that you can see the color differentiation. So just a little bit of the light, just fill those flowers in. I'm I'm gonna start with the lighter blend to see what that looks like. It's pretty dark already, so I'm gonna stick with using the lighter blend. And just so you know, when you are coloring on your stamps, you want to use the regular markers, the water-based ones. The blends don't work that well on the stamps, and they will stain your photopolymer stamps. You want to use the regular markers, but for coloring like this, you want to use your alcohol blends. You could color with your markers, but the blends just blend so nicely and look really nice when you use them to color. So that's my advice. All right, so now I'm going to attach this to the base of the card. And then I'm gonna add some fun ribbon. So I have the soft succulent organdy ribbon here. What do they call it? Open weave ribbon. It's kind of organdy with satin on the sides. And then we'll add some dimensionals to this piece, these pieces. And we'll put one on the top. It's just such a lovely layout. I love this kind of layout of a card. I think it's really pretty. And then we'll put this on the bottom like that. And then I'm gonna add some Stampin' Seal Plus to the middle here that I can add my ribbon to. So the ribbon I'm going to have come up like this and then double over like that, and then come back like that. And then we'll trim it off, and I might adjust it. But let's see what that is gonna look like once I put this sentiment on. So I have a piece of basic white, and it's 3 1/4 inches tall, and you can make it as wide as you want. I would suggest around 5 inches, because we're going to use the Pick a Punch lovely labels to create the edges on both of these pieces. So let's stamp Love You Friend in soft succulent. I'll do it right in the middle. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna trim the ends because I think they're a little bit too long for what I want. So maybe that much. So now let me measure this. This is about 3 1/2. I think that'll be the right size. And then we're going to use this label right here. So I'm going to insert it in this side and turn it upside down so I can see where I'm punching. And then go ahead and punch. Let's see how that looks. That's good, although it's a little bit long still. So I'm going to insert it again. And punch again. Let's see if that's better. One more time. It's a little bit of an adjustment game. Okay, so that means I'm going to trim this side a little bit more. Okay, and I think it's a little bit too tall, so I think I'm going to trim the top off. Let's see, and now it looks a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit more on this side so it looks even. Okay, and now we will do this one. So I'm just gonna measure right here. And so I'm gonna cut off about right there. So now this measures 3 1/4 inches, and this would probably measure 2 3/4 inches. So that's what I suggest you start off with. And I'm gonna use my trimmer, if I can find where I put my trimmer, and I'm just gonna trim. So this is 3/4 of an inch. Actually not quite. It is, let's see. Yep. 3/4, but I am off a little bit. So I'm just gonna trim off this edge here and do the other side too, because I don't like these little notches. I want it to curve and be smooth. So that should be 3/4 right there. Insert that a little bit more. Whoops. There we go. All right, so that looks nicer and cleaner. All right, so now I'm going to punch these 2 edges. So line this one up. And this one, and I might have to trim this one too. I'm gonna trim the bottom of that one. That one should be 1 inch tall. So there we go, that's at 1 inch. Just gonna trim off that little bit there and make it look cleaner. So very nice, I like it now. So I will attach this to this, and it's fun that it like matches up here. And then we'll add dimensionals and see if I like the placement of the ribbon. Let's see, dimensionals. I'm gonna put them on the outer edges so they're not interfering with the ribbon or attaching to the ribbon. And let's see what this looks like. I like it crossed, so I'm gonna switch these. So this one is gonna go over here. This one is gonna go over here. There, I think that looks nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this in the middle. And there we have our very lovely card. I forgot that I was gonna add some dark in the middle here. I'm gonna just add a little bit of dark. I wanted to try adding some dark this time. Give it a little bit of contrast. Just gonna blend that in a little bit. There, I like that a lot. Looks nice. All right, so I'm offering a free card kit when you make a purchase of $50. You'll also get a free Sale-A-Bration item. These are the cards in the kit. So go to my website and place an order using the current hostess code. And when I see your $50 order come through, email me and let me know that you would like the Shaded Summer card kit, and I will send it right out to you. Thank you so much for watching my video tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my other video tutorials on the Shaded Summer stamp set and the Summer Shadows dies. The dies are available again for free during the months of August and September with any $100 order. So be sure to click the link in my bio to order. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell so you know when I post a new video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.